Tuesday to you, and I hope and pray that your day is going well so far. I want to welcome you to Maya's Minute, welcome you to this journey that we have been going on through the book of Proverbs, chapter 31. It has been amazing, it has been very insightful for me. I have been learning so much, and I just want to take a moment just to tell you thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me. Those of you who are live, welcome to you. Thanks for coming back. And those of you who are watching the replay, welcome to you. And thank you so much for taking time to learn with me. So this is the final verse in Proverbs 31. But as I was telling you all yesterday, this is not the end. The learning and the growing is going to continue. We're going to continue until the end of July, and we'll be continuing with some of the topics that we discussed during the blog for the past 6 weeks. We've been doing a series on becoming her before the ring. We've been working on that for the past 6 weeks in on my blog. So we'll be talking about some of those things, talking about is it okay that you want to be married, and talking about some lies that you may have possibly been believing to the single people, some things that may possibly be contributing to you still being single, maybe some things that you're believing that are not necessarily true. So we'll be talking about a whole lot of things. And as I mentioned before, I am considering bringing hubby on just to talk with you a little bit, because I know the ladies, you get to hear from me, but you might want to hear from a married man who was once single, and he can give you some insight into what is it that men really are looking for, what it is that's most important to them, what matters more than other things. So I just thought it might be helpful to hear from a guy, right? So let me know what you think about that. If that's something that you're interested in, you can type me a little comment just to say I'm interested. And welcome in, welcome to those of you who are joining live. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. And we're going to hop right in. Today's lesson is so good. And we're going to be talking about, hi, Abby. Thanks for being here. We're going to be talking about, I know that in this culture, in this society, this world right now, we feel like we have to promote ourselves and we have to put ourselves out there. But what if you didn't have to do that? What if just your life spoke for you? Have you ever heard the song, May the Works I've Done Speak for Me? What if you didn't have to promote yourself, or you didn't have to try to put yourself in certain places or promote yourself, or say I deserve to be here, or I need to be in this room? What if you did not have to do that, because your very life, the life that you live, was speaking for you, was saying that, oh, we need to have her here, or oh, I value what she has to say, just by your life. Your life would do the talking. Sometimes you don't have to say anything, depending on certain places that we go, certain rooms that we might be in. We feel like we have to, you may feel the urge to have to tell someone who you are or what you do. Or what about if you didn't have to say anything? What about if you had to say not a word, because your actions, your deeds, what you do speaks for itself? That's what we'll be talking about today. So I'm going to go ahead and read today's verse again. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Proverbs 31, verse 31, and this is the King James that I'll be reading first. And it says, give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. The NIV says, honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So maybe because it's the end of the verse, but the city gate part is catching my eye, because I remember talking about this when we were talking about her husband. We talked about how he was praised at the city gates, and talked about how he was in certain spaces and places where he was respected and where people trusted him and valued what he had to say. But now it's talking about her. It's talking about the Proverbs 31 woman. Hi, Cuscation Bakery. Thanks so much for being here. Um, Now it's talking about her and how it says, let her own works praise her in the city gates. So it's saying the work that she's done, the things that she is doing, her works, her actions, her impact is what is speaking for her and is causing her to be praised at the city gates. City gates makes me think about public places, right? Could be in your community, it could be in your church, it could be your job, it could be wherever it is that you are a figure that is respected, where people honor and value what you have to say. I consider that city gates, where you are amongst important people. You are respected there because of your works. Now, this verse is about reputation. This lady, hi, Labu. um, this lady has a reputation. Her works are speaking for her. People know her. She is known. She is respected. Now, the key word here that I'm thinking about is honor. This lady is honored. And it's not something that she's demanding, not something she's asking for. Instead, it's something that she has earned. She has earned this honor because she's been diligent and because she's impacting others and because she operates in integrity. She has earned this honor. She has earned a certain reputation. And this is not just about intention. Sometimes we have good intentions. We say we're going to do things, but this lady does not just have good intentions. Her life is producing fruit, right? That's how we know when we are working, when we have been consistent, when we've been diligent, when we have fruit, when we are producing fruit. That's how we know our works are paying off. She wasn't looking for it. She wasn't looking for applause. She wasn't looking for any type of recognition, but her life brought it on. The recognition was a fruit of her life. It was a fruit of what she was doing. As a woman of God, you don't need to force anything. You don't need to force any type of relationship. You don't need to force yourself to be in any certain place, any certain room, any certain platform. Your life will get you there. Being in the right place at the right time. Whoever knows you, you'll be amazed at how it happens. You'll be amazed at how it happened. Look what happened to Joseph. Somebody somebody remembered him, right? When he was still in prison, but somebody remembered him because of what his reputation, how he was. It spoke for him and he was remembered. Somebody thought of him. They had him on their mind because of the type of person that he was. Now, I just want to remind you that you don't need to, when you do something good, you do something, a good deed for someone because you're living a certain type of life, you don't have to let anyone know about it. You don't have to broadcast it. You don't have to tell anybody about it. Guess who knows? God knows. And he is the one that matters, right? He is the one that honors you. He is the one that rewards you, right? It says what you do in private, he rewards you. He rewards you in public. And once you are this kind of person, when you have this type of heart, when the fruit are speaking for you, when you have fruit to show for your actions, I'm talking to the single women now, your future husband will be drawn to you. He will recognize you. He'll go, he'll take notice and say, who is this lady? Who is this person that is living this life, right? Because the same way that you are praying for him, he's praying for you too. And once you are living this life that is on purpose, and once your actions in your life is speaking for you, he will recognize you. He will recognize it, right? Because he will see, he will notice, he will take notice of what he has been praying for. He will recognize, right? Everybody won't recognize it, but he's been praying for you, and he's been praying for that woman that has that kind of heart. So the right one, will take notice and will recognize you as the one that he has been praying for. All right. So a couple of questions for you singles. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks so much for being here. A couple of questions for you. What kind of fruit is your life bearing right now? What kind of fruit are you bearing? What kind of fruit are you producing right now? If someone looked at your work right now, your attitude right now, your service right now, what would they think? What type of impression would you make? What would your character right now be saying for them? What be saying to them? What would they be learning about your character if they were able to see your work, your service, and your attitude right now? What would they have to say about your character? I just want to encourage you to continue to serve well, even in the quiet seasons, even when you feel like nobody's noticing, nobody sees you. You feel like, oh, it doesn't matter. You know, what I'm doing doesn't matter. Continue to serve well. Continue to serve well. God sees you, and He's the most important one. He is the most important one. What He thinks is what matters. All right? The right person, the right man, the right opportunity, the right connections will happen. When it's time for it to happen, it will happen. Once again, that man will recognize you by your fruit. Faithfulness. I want to encourage you to remain faithful, because faithfulness always bears fruit. Not when you think it should bear fruit, but when it's the right time, the fruit will be produced. I want to encourage you to keep watering, keep planting. The harvest is coming. The fruit of your labor is coming. It is on its way. Amen. Good afternoon, Odisha. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are single and you are still striving to walk that single path, walk that single time right now in truth and in grace, I want to encourage you to download While I Wait. It's a free devotional that I have created just for the singles. You'll see the link for it in the description. Again, it's called While I Wait. I also want to encourage you to subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. I thank you for being here. Hit the subscribe button, and I would love for you to leave me a comment. The question is, for your comment, is what kind of fruit do you want your life to be known for? Like when people think of you and they call your name and they say, hey, what do they think about? What kind of fruit do you want your life to produce? What do you want your name to be associated with? All right, that's what would love for you to comment on. And thank you for being here with me. Thank you for staying here. And again, subscribe if you are not subscribed. And join me tomorrow for day 23. Today is the 22nd. Absolutely, absolutely serve others. Absolutely. Excellent way. Excellent way to have yourself be known, Odishu, because I asked the question, what kind of fruit do you want your life to be known for? He said, serving others. Absolutely. That's an excellent way to be remembered, that you were giving to others, serving to others, and putting others before yourself. It's not an easy thing to do, but when we have the heart of God, we desire to serve others, right? Because we are made in the likeness and image of God, and even He came to serve. He could have just come here for us to serve Him, right? He's the Almighty, right? But even He came to serve. So we must do the same. Thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate you. Again, I hope that you have been blessed on today. And I encourage you to join me tomorrow for day 23 as we continue going through the month of July. I want to thank Abi Ram, Cascasian Bakery, La Bubu, Kimberly, and A. All I see is an A. Thank you so much. And Odisho, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. And I will see you tomorrow for day 23. Have a great one.